Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Anthony Salick, and so the reason why I'm making this video is to kind of give an update slash kind of like a reminder for me. I don't even know what I'm gonna call this video. I'm probably gonna call it like, let's see, I'm probably gonna call it like I graduated high school. Now what? Yeah, that's probably gonna be the title of the name. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because I felt like I should give some of y'all an update on what I've been doing and everything else. What have I been doing? But kind of a backstory. So this video is probably gonna be about 20 to 30 minutes long. Just something that I thought. Also, I got a new computer, so which is the reason why I haven't been doing a lot of videos in like the past 3 weeks. Is because I've been working on a new computer that I just got about a couple of weeks ago, and because of that, I've been learning my ways with this computer, kind of setting things up, and so this video is kind of like my first experimental thing. I'm finally actually gonna, because before when I was working on all the other stuff on my channel, I would always do it on a laptop, and laptop's good enough, but it gives you limits. So now that I have a computer, I actually can have more hands on. I have more tools that I'm given. So this is kind of like a video that I'm gonna be experimenting with on my computer because I pretty much set everything up now. It's just that I don't know how to make videos with it a little bit still. I mean, it's still the same program, but different things with a computer because now you actually have a keyboard and a mouse and bigger screen and more tools. So this would be definitely a cool experiment. But yeah. So besides this being a test run, decided to do kind of other stuff. So the biggest question is, what have I been doing these past couple of weeks? To be honest with you guys, it's kind of a boring story, but I thought I'd give little background history. Also, currently I'm in my room, as y'all can see. That is my box where I keep all the microphone stuff, all the microphones and cables in. That is on my bed right now, and I'm recording this in my room. That's the background for weekly Marvel news, which I do plan to bring back. Just still setting things up and stuff like that, and that's my door. So yeah. Besides that, so what have I been up to in the past couple of weeks? So it's been kind of a journey, but let me break it down. Um, so where do I even get started? So a couple of weeks ago, about the beginning of January or January, June. It's currently June 28th. I'm recording this, and around the beginning of June is where things kind of went into limbo for me. So in the beginning of June, I was doing things that, because of the whole cough thing, has, unfortunately led to things. For example, I didn't graduate. Well, I did get my diploma. But because of everything, we never had a real graduation, and I'm kind of gonna break it down real quick. So what essentially happened was in the beginning of June, um, I was really doing nothing. I was just here doing stuff, and that's around the same time when I was working on Weekly Marvel News, and I was working on that stuff, and I was just, doing all that stuff. But afterwards, I wasn't really doing much. Um, Besides from editing the videos, I wasn't really doing nothing. And then around that time, that's when my high school, decided to do kind of like a celebration of graduations. So, for example, they did the parade, which I did a video on that, and then they started doing different things as well. They did that. Um, God, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember of what exactly been going on. Um, they did that, and then they did other stuff. I know there was like a whole bunch of ceremonies where a lot of kids had to dress up in their cap and gowns. So that was one thing. Um, but yeah, so around there, like around the 10th through the 15th, That's when things kind of got interesting. Um, my birthday, I just recently had. I recently turned 18 on June 14th. So, um, you know, big what's up? Big what's up? Finally legal. And what else did I do? What else did I do? So, I turned 18th on June 14th, which was a Sunday. And that day was pretty interesting. I don't want to go into much detail on what that was, but yeah, it was a normal day. Got together with the little family that I had and celebrated, ate some good food, hung out with amazing people. Um, yeah, it was a good time. Mostly just remembering the good part about my 18th birthday, and finally realized that yeah, of course, being introduced into the real world. Still haven't even graduated, which is surprisingly. I'm actually surprised that I turned 18 before I graduated, because I always thought I would graduate when I was 17, but apparently fate decided to change that, so that's cool. What else did I do? For my birthday, be with the family. It was really small, really tiny, really small birthday, but I didn't really do that much. And then afterwards, we did other stuff. Next thing that I did is what else did I do? What else did I do? So pretty much enjoy that. Then the next day, the 15th, was my virtual graduation. And this was essentially not really the graduation because we didn't get our diplomas, but it was just uh, a virtual graduation. They just had, things on it. And if some of y'all saw that virtual graduation, y'all would know that I was in it. And more specifically, I spoke my speech. I gave a speech during that whole virtual graduation. It was pretty cool. Um, I want to make a video for that too on how I did that and what went on during that speech. So maybe I'll do a video then if you guys want. Who knows? Maybe in a couple of years. But yeah, so I gave a speech at my virtual graduation, which was really the only time that we, you know, could ever really talk. So it was me and another girl who did a virtual speech, and so I finally saw that, and let me just say I messed up. There was a part where I said importance, and I was like, I said learn about the importance. Like I stuttered, and I don't know. I found that funny because I felt like that gave me more human. Like it made me feel more human. Cause like I don't know. I felt like when I was watching other speeches, it was like all like you could tell that it was staged, but by stuttering, I felt like it was really cool. So did that. They did the virtual. Principal gave a speech. Superintendent gave a disappointing speech. Literally, that speech was like, how do I describe it? Like there's like what 40 schools, right? And they used the same speech that the superintendent gave to him. And honestly, I'm really disappointed in that guy. Oh man, that dude sucks. That dude. Hey, I'm not afraid to say it. I might make another video about school and that education, but that thing completely sucked. I was so disappointed with the superintendent. He really didn't care. You can honestly tell he really didn't care. But that's a video for another time. Um, so what else did I do? So we did the virtual graduation. That was pretty cool. And then what else? So I did that. That was pretty cool. Saying goodbye to, or not really saying goodbye, but seeing all the graduates on screen. Um, it was fast. It was like an hour. So it's cool seeing people, and that was it. That was the 15th. So that was halfway through June. Um, and then what day was it? I'm trying to even think. I think it was like the Thursday after. It was the sixth. It was the 18th. It was the 18th, and I know that because of other stuff. Again, this is kind of like what I've been doing since after I graduated high school. So the virtual graduation was the 15th, and then the 18th was the diploma giveaway. So it was called the final walk, and essentially was I went dressed in my cap and gown, and I went to go pick up my high school diploma. But the way that South Day did it was that you basically walk through the school's courtyard one more time, kind of like a memorial, and then at the end you would take a picture with the principal, 6 feet apart, and then afterwards you would drop off your cap, and then you would get your high school diploma. You would get your diploma in like a little slip. It wasn't even like principal didn't even give it to me. Like not even nobody special even gave it to me. They were just like, here it is in a white envelope. So that felt really shitty. Felt really shitty. I didn't really like that day. Aside from taking pictures with my mom and dad, that day sucked. That day really did suck. It was like it's the worst way. Like here's the thing. High school is bad enough during graduation because to be honest, like it's literally like at a normal graduation, like let's say 2019 graduation, it's literally like here's a handshake, and then give you the diploma. All right, go out to the real world. But this time it was like an even bigger insult because it was like we're gonna stay 6 feet apart, not even a handshake, and then it was worse because it was like here's your hand, here's go drop off your cap, take your damn diploma in the white envelope letter, and then bye bye. Like that's an even worse thing. That's a bigger push. That's like getting pushed off of a cliff, and then at the bottom of the cliff is the world, the real world. So that sucked. I mean, I can't imagine other high schools. Some other high schools had it better. Some other high schools had it worse. Really depends. So yeah. So I got my diploma the 18th, and basically did that. So that was the 18th. So that's when I officially graduated from high school. So that was the last time I ever went to the high school. As of right now, I don't know if they're ever gonna do anything. Most likely not. Superintendent seems really he doesn't care about that. Video for another time. So after that, what else? So the 19th came along, and the 19th, like I'm not gonna be honest, I was playing The Last of Us 2. Um, I was playing The Last of Us Part 2, and that was really fun. For those of you who don't know, it's basically a triple A video game that I've been waiting 3.5 years for. And let me just say, disappointed on that. I was really disappointed with that game. Honest opinion, I might do a review on it. Another video, 4 out of 10. Or 4.5 out of 10. I hated that game, dog. It's beautiful, but it sucks. I'm probably going to have to do a video on that soon, but got so many video ideas. But yeah, that game sucked. I hated it. Really disappointed. Waited 3.5 years just for a disappointment. So, sucks really badly. So I was doing that. I was playing the ever living crap out of that game for like 3 years, or not for 3 years, for 3 days. Beat it in 3 days. So big whoop. Then afterwards, so I would say I beat the game like around the 22nd, and now it's a week later. So what have I been doing in this week? Um, I don't know. I've been in this limbo state where I wake up and I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Like literally, the past week I felt like I just been doing the same thing. Like literally, my day would have been like, I get up from this bed, I go eat lunch or breakfast whenever time I woke up. I wake up, go eat lunch. I would literally just do nothing for about 2 hours, and then I would obviously do something. Um, but yeah, I was right. But then, you know, and I would always do stuff. For example, I do exercising, and I go help my mom with stuff because my mom hasn't been working a lot because she's been, she kind of got like she's only working half of her schedule because of the whole COVID thing, and besides that, there's been other stuff. So I've been helping my mom. We've been doing stuff around the house, cleaning it up, as one would probably do during this time. And then what else? What else do we do? Um, I think that was a lot. So, but yeah, like this past week Like week and a half, just been in this limbo state where I've been doing the same thing. And now I decided that I wanted to do a video. So, which is why I'm doing this video. So, um, that's kind of what I've been up to date. I'm kind of breaking the cycle. I woke up today. I was like, gotta do this. Gotta do something, and I gotta do this. So, and now we move on to the main question that I'm asking myself: is I graduated high school. So what now? So I've been thinking about this question for a big time, and it was really until after I beat The Last of Us, because, like I said, I got my diploma the 18th. Last of Us came out the 19th, so for those 3 days, I was completely playing The Last of Us, and it really didn't hit me until like a week ago, in 22nd, where I just sat there like on my bed. And I was like, what do I do now? Like I legit asked myself, what do I do now? Because for those of you wondering, currently, not a lot of people are doing college, because one of the things is you need a high school diploma in order to do the summer semester of college. And the school that I wanted to go to, that I'm considering going to, requires a high school diploma. So I couldn't really, go to college, because, especially because of this, and because the graduation got delayed. So because of that, I literally, I can't go to college now during the summer, and I don't even know if I'm gonna do college. So, uh, but yeah, so I'm kind of in this limbo state where I'm like, I don't know, I don't know. So I was thinking about it, and now I'm kind of wondering. Okay, I graduated. Um, out of everything that I've learned those 13 years, now I gotta ask myself the question, what do I want to do? And you know, thinking about it a lot, I do have a couple plans for what I want to do now during after I graduated high school. And no, it is not college, but college is something that I am somewhat considering. I don't know. I don't know. Um, my phone, I heard it. I heard it vibrate. But so, what am I gonna do now after high school? Well, I do have a couple plans. I will admit that there are a couple plans that I do have. One of them is to start investing. I have definitely been learning how to invest in stuff. It's actually something that me and my mom really have been studying. We're learning how to invest. My mom is learning how to, so that she can start getting to know about the stock market and everything else about that. And I've been learning a lot about the stock market, about trading, about selling, about buying stocks and stuff like that, because it's honestly something that's very interesting to me, because I want to know stuff like that. So that's one of the things I want to do, is, you know, buy stocks, learn about the stock market. That's one of them. So I've been taking lessons, I've been taking lessons, but yeah, that's one thing that I wanted to do. And what else? So investing is one of the things. Second thing I want to do is I want to start a business. Um, I always had ideas of what I want to do, and like one of the things I always wanted to do was to sell things. And the biggest ones I want to do is more of like either a clothing or an accessory business, just because those are really popping right now. Popping. um, but yeah, that's one thing that I always wanted to do, is to make a business. Somehow, somewhere, I want to start a business. I really don't know which kind of business, but I want to start a business. I want to create a website. I want to sell different products. I want to, sell things that people will love, and hopefully make a living off of that. So that's one thing that I want to do, is to do that. And the third thing, and the third biggest one that I'm going to do, is I want to do this. This is something that I really been considering for a long time. Like YouTube, and not just YouTube itself. I think the thing that kind of took me a while to understand is the thing I want to do is I want to entertain people. And that's what I want to do. I want to make content and I want to make things that will entertain people and even entertain you. And I feel like I kind of have to get this off my chest because it's something that I wanted to do. I always wanted to create stuff that people will literally enjoy. That's one thing that I wanted to do for a long time. And when it comes to entertainment, it's kind of like a difficult thing to talk about because, like, in the real world, and something that I've seen a lot of things, entertainment is just a joke. And it really is because when you live in a world where business and money and taxes and investment is really what runs the country, entertainment is just a joke when it comes to what the country's trying to do. For example, if you want to be an entertainer, for example, I'm gonna just say a party clown, you're gonna be looked at like, what the hell are you doing with your life? Like, what are you doing in your life? Like most people look at a party clown and just be like, damn, that dude obviously doesn't care about his life. But that, like, the whole purpose of a party clown is to make, children laugh, to entertain. So in a children's eyes, they see it as funny. And in the clown's eyes, he sees it as something that he loves. But in the eyes of the world and people, it's just a joke. And that's really when it comes to all sorts of entertainment. For example, um, you know, television is a big one. In the past couple of days, I've just seen the amount of shit that a lot of televisions get. Mostly the sitcom slash comedian shows. Like, literally, if you're a sitcom, you're usually gonna be seen as a joke. Like, literally, like, for example, I'm gonna just say, The Office, for example, is a TV show that is funny. It's a funny show. In the eyes of the Office fans, it's a masterpiece. But in the eyes of business people and you know people who work on other stuff, it's a joke. Like, literally, they don't want to see that. They don't want to see Michael Scott being dumb and goofy because they don't think that that's cool. They don't think that that's a living. Also has to do with comedians. Comedians is a job of entertainment. You don't see, like, yeah, a lot of people find Kevin Hart or Gabriel Iglesias as funny, and like that. But in other people's worlds, in the what I'm gonna call the real people's worlds, the real world people, they just see that as just a side job. Like, why are you making people laugh? It's literally nothing that you can do. So entertainment is a thing that's like, in the eyes of a fan, it's the greatest thing ever. But in the eyes of everyone else in the real world, it is something that is just, it's not necessary. And that's what I want to do. I want to be an entertainer. But as the what, I kind of just want to do it in, not in, with video production, which is what I'm calling a video entertainer, basically using the camera to entertain people. And YouTube is just a part of it. Like, if I wanted to call myself a YouTuber, I would say it right now and say I want to be a YouTuber. But I kind of, like, YouTube's only a portion of what I want to do. Like, I want to do other things, like, live streaming, videos, social media is a big one, you know, other stuff, advertisements, stuff like that, stuff that involves the camera. I want to use that camera to entertain you. That's what I want to do. And in some eyes, that's a great thing, but in most eyes, it's like, what are you doing with your life? Which is why I have such a hard time making these videos, because a lot of people see them as a waste of time. And a lot of people see them as like a disappointment and a disgrace. But I realize now that you just gotta ignore those people. Those people who try to bring you down, they do it because they don't want to see you succeed. And I realize now that I want to be, I want to make people smile. If I can make one person smile with another video that I post later on, I did my job's worth. I could go to sleep. I could go to bed. I could go to sleep happy. That's really what I want. Um, but that's what I want to do, and which is why I'm really thinking about making more content, not just on YouTube, but on other stuff. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, other stuff. That's what I want to be. Entertainer, internet entertainer, internet entertainer. I think Good Mythical Morning has that. Um, so besides that, I don't want to keep it too long. I'm probably gonna end it in like 3 minutes. As of friends that I've been doing it, I gotta be honest with y'all. I have not been having a great relationship with people as of lately. I think that when it comes to friends, right now I currently don't have a lot. um, the reason why is because, like, I don't know. If I could be honest, there is this group of friends that I wish I could hang out with. That I known for what 8+ years. Who I wish I could hang out with, but as of right now, it's kind of in a limbo state. And if I could say one thing to that group of friends that I known for 8+ years, is that I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry. Um, if even one of y'all are listening right now to the group that I known for 8+ years, I'm sorry for what I did. And I'm sorry for leaving you guys during my 4 years of high school. And to be honest, if I could go back to the first day of high school of freshman year, I would have just I just wish I could have hanged out with y'all more. I wish I would have not started that new thing in life. And here's the thing. As much as I have learned from, the class, we all know what I'm talking about, but as much as I've learned, as much as the teachers have been such a big role model towards everything, as much as I learned, as much as they have taught me, as much as I have grown, I wish I could take it back. And I wish that I could just hang out with you guys, because you guys, at the end of the day, I consider to be very good friends. Um, and like I said, I'm not, you know, like I said, I think that I ended the way, um, how do I put it? I think that the friends that I made within those 4 years, I think that that journey's over with. And to the friends that I've known since middle school, if any single one of y'all are watching, I'm sorry for leaving you guys, and I'm sorry, and all I want is just you know just to be friends again, and I'm really sorry that I did you guys like that, and it's like you guys said to my group of 8-year-old friends, it's like once you graduate high school, that thing that you took in high school won't even matter. And you're right, it doesn't even matter. That class that I took doesn't even matter right now. So, um, yeah, to the group of friends that I known for 8+ years, I'm sorry, and I hope you accept my apology, and I hope that we could just become great friends again, because I consider most of you guys brothers. But yeah. So with all that said and done, I think that right now, I think I'm just gonna try to make more videos for you and for everyone else. And for all in all, I think this is gonna be a great chapter in my life, because I'm definitely gonna start doing the things that I love. So yeah, I think this will be it for the video. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, or not, but you could definitely look forward to the content I'm going to be making in the future. So yeah, I'm Anthony Salick, and See y'all later.